Hello friends, today I am going to discuss try, except, else and finally in Python. So just we know that I am using Google Colab and this is a web platform. It is similar to the cloud. So Python try except means the try block test. You test a block of code for errors, and except means the except block lets you handle the error, and next the else block lets you execute code when there is no error, and after that the finally block lets you execute code regardlessly of the results of the try except block. So I try to handle one by one. So first, exceptions handles means when an error occurs, or exceptions as well, as we call it, pythons will normally stop and generate an error message. So these exceptions can be handled by using a try. So many times we see the exceptions has been error. So let's see, just I am going to write here. First I am using the try colon, and now the print x. Now look here, x means don't have the any, and similarly I am going to write here exceptions. So look here, just I have already written there. So look here, exceptions and except and print no error occurred. So yeah, no error has been occurred. Since the try block raises an error and the except block will be executed without the try block, the program will crash and raise an error. So now I am going to take an example, try and print x, and now here I have written here the print x. If I write this statement, a statement will raise an error because x is not defined. So let's see, just I am going to write here print x, and we see print x. Otherwise you can write here as a code, something like this. Now print x, and look here, you can see the statement will raise an error. Yeah, so x is not defined. So many exceptions, just you can define the many exceptions means block as you want. If you want to execute a special block of code for a special kind of error, so we need to create second steps. So you can start the try print x, except name error, print variable x is not defined, except print something else went wrong. Let's look here. Now because now name error, except name error, the variable x is not defined. So variable x is not defined. So try, so there is no, so print of the one message. If the try block raises as a name error, we can print this one. After print and except can be print. So similarly, if I want to use here else, means you can use the else keyword to define a block of code to be executed if no error were raised. So no error word means just I am going to write here try print hello, because it is a syntax, so I don't think string, so it may be any problem, except print something is going right, so it is also right, else nothing is going wrong. Okay, so after that, because first step is right, try is right, try is right, so try block does not generate any error, so else is every else is going to a print here. So exceptions there is no need. Similarly, now go here finally. Finally means the finally block if specify will be executed regardless if the try block raises as an error or not. So try as a log hello exceptions and finally. So finally is also is going, nothing is going to wrong, so it is going to print here. So it can be useful to close object and clean up resources. So same we can raise so many exceptions like try to the open and write with the file that is not writables. Similarly the raise and exceptions is also, so raise and exceptions means write the, as a Python developer you can choose to throw an exceptions if the conditions occurs, like a throw a raise you can say an exceptions and use a raise keyword. So raise an error and stop the program if x is lower than 0. So if I write this way, look here, x will equal to 0. So if I am going to write here x will equal to -1, and then I write here if x is less than something like a 0, because -1, yeah. So now less than 0 and colon, now raise, I am using raise exception exceptions right here exception, and I am going to write parenthesis sorry, no number below 0, no number below 0 right here. So now let's see. So raise keyword used to the raise executions here. So look here, the so raise means exception, sorry, no number below 0. So the raise keyword is used to the raise exceptions, and so you can define what kind of the error is the raise and the text to the print as a user. Similarly, if you write here the same thing as an integer way, raise the type of error. Now I am going to another way to print here hello, and just I am going to print here, look here. So only integers are allowed, only integers are allowed. So you write here the any integers, then it will be, you can see here, so only integers are allowed, and as an error look like this one, right? So this is a way to we can easily use these things. Thank you. I hope it will be benefited everyone.